Welcome to this second in the series on solving differential equations with TK Solver. In this session, we'll cover solution of sets of differential equations. To do that, we use the integrators, any one of the integrators that are built into TK, and we have them process a procedure function containing the differential equations. We'll open the function sheet, create a function called DEQ. The integrator routines require that the differential equation function be set up with three input variables that they work with. They interact with those three variables. The first variable is the name of the derivative matrix. The second variable is the name of the solution matrix. And the third is the name of the list containing the independent variable values. So I will use y prime as my derivative matrix variable, y as the solution matrix variable, and x as the independent variable. Specify the differential equations. We must start with the derivative matrix on the left side, and then the equation that makes the differential equation on the right-hand side. So we say y prime 1. That means the derivative of the first function of x. And we set that equal to y brackets 2. That says that the derivative of the first function of x is equal to the second function of x. My second equation, y prime 2, will be 1 minus y1 squared multiplied by y2, and then subtracting y1. And we can interpret that as the derivative of the second function of x is equal to 1 minus the first function squared times the second function minus the first. We'll create a rule on the rule sheet to process that objective function. We call our integrator, and the first argument is the name of the function containing the differential equations. Then we specify the domain over which the integration is going to take place. I'll use variables x init and x max. Next, we declare the name of the matrix containing the solution, and I'll call that capital Y. Apostrophe Y there will contain the names of the lists making up the solution. And finally, the name of the independent variable list. See the variables appear here on the variable sheet. We'll say that this is going to go from 0 to 20. Next, I'll create the solution table. Open that. Tell it that we'll use x, y1, and y2. y1 and y2 will be the two columns that make up that solution matrix that we called y here in the rule. So here's the table that will contain our solution. Close these worksheets. For initial conditions for our two solution lists, I will use 2 and 0. So when x is 0, y1 is 2, and y2 is 0. Next, create the solution matrix y. And indicate that Y1 and Y2, those are the two list names that make up that matrix. At this point, TK has everything it needs in order to solve this over the interval from 0 to 20. When I solve, we get the solution. You can also see a plot of that, just as before with the single solution. And let's select that plot. And there is a plot of that solution right there. That ends the second session on solving differential equations with TK Solve.